Hello guys, welcome to another part of our course. This is part 6, and in this part we're going to work on the search course screen. All right, so I think we already have some parts of these already done, so let's go just do it. Okay, so we'll click on new page and then click on create blank, give it a name, search course. Okay, and then we'll click on create page. We'll go to, I think, user profile, no, auto profile, yes, and then we will copy the row here. Okay, go to search course, click on the column and paste it. There you go. Then we can now go ahead and change this to explore. All right, so we're going to call it explore. Let's see, let's change this to explore. All right, so we have explore. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do simply is to set up this. Now if you click on this now, you see it's very long. So this is 375, the maximum width, and 711. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Let me copy the color code for that background, and the border radius is 30. Great, let's do it. So click on the column, click on add a child to the column, add a container, and then give it a maximum width, and then here you give it 711, and then we can say fill color space. Okay, just paste it. All right, that's it. So we have that. Come over here and give it let's say 30 pixels. Okay, that's the border radius. Now we can come back here and give it some padding of 15 pixels from the top. So we can say 15 pixels here. That's okay. And then the next thing that we can do quickly is, let me see, let's click on this and look at it. It has a top padding of 10 pixels. Let's click on the row here and give it 10 pixels. All right, perfect. Now with this container, what we're going to do next is just add a column inside it, and then we begin working from there. So I'll click on this and add a column. All right, inside the column I'm going to add let's see, what do we add now? We need to add a container. All right, the container is 3 to 7, well, not necessarily 3 to 7, just the 50 as the height, and then 40 pixels at the border radius. So we'll give it container and say 40 50 as the height, and then the width is maximum. And what else do we do here? We need to go ahead and give it some padding, 24 pixels on the left and right. So we'll say 24 pixels, and then we'll say here 24 pixels as well. And then the next thing we need to do is give it 28 pixels padding from the top. Let's do that to the column. So 28, there you go. And then here the border radius is 40 pixels. So I'll just click on here and say 40. Perfect. Now inside this row is going to be a text field. So I'm going to search for text field. I'm going to type it in, put in there. Now we have a text field there, and then this is the content that says search for a course. Okay, and then we have a search icon here. So let's go ahead and just scroll down to the label text and just paste here. All right, and then here is going to be 15, the padding on the left, 15. And let's scroll down to where we have the input decoration and say none. Okay, and then we can say icon properties. We are going to be adding trailing because we want it to be added on the right hand side. So here we can say search. Okay, and then we can put this. Perfect. So now it appears here. Now it might not be the same kind of icon, but I prefer we just use the one that is here. So let's go ahead and use primary text. There you go. We can say 24 just to make it bigger. All right, I think that works. So let's see, what is the size of this one? 20. That's okay. So we can have such a course. Okay, and then the next thing we need to do quickly, this is beautiful if you ask me, and we're going to put a text here that says browser category. Okay, so we will go ahead and click on the column, add a row. Okay, so we add a row, and in the row we add a text So this is a text, and the next thing we're going to do is look at the font size, 400 by 14, and it's 26 padding from the left. So 26 padding from the left, and then it's 400 by 14. Perfect. So click on this and give it some padding from the top, which is 18. Okay, let's give it 18 here. All right, now that we have this, we need to go ahead and create these buttons. So our buttons, let's come over here. If we want to do a button, our button doesn't have gradient. Remember, a button doesn't have gradient. So we will go back to using a container. So let's add a container, okay? And the container's dimension is going to be 119. Here we're going to use a fixed dimension, yes. At some point we can change it. So 119 by 30 pixels, okay? So we will say 119, let's see, 119 by 30 pixels, 30 pixels. And the border radius here is 30, okay? Then let's find a way to get the color code. So it has some two colors here. It's actually a gradient. So we'll copy here, and border radius is 30, so we will give it 30. So we say 30. Then the gradient here is what we're going to come over. It will say gradient. Then we are going to have to, okay, so gradient. So click on this and gradient. Okay, so we're supposed to have like the gradient content dropping here, but it's not dropping. Add color. No. Do this. Show. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add the color, the first color here. And then we're going to go ahead and copy this. No, start from here. Copy this. Come back here and paste it. All right, there you go. Okay, so now we can click on this and add a row. In the row, we can add a text. Okay, so then we can copy the text here. It's 400 by 10. So we would just say, scroll up and say 400 by 10. I just pasted that, so 400 by 10. And click on here and say paste. All right, then click on this and say center align. There you go. So click on the container itself and let's start using it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and duplicate. Okay, hold on. So this is a container. Let's wrap this container in a row. Okay, so we wrap it in a row. Then select the container and duplicate the container. All right. And so the container is going to have, hold on. Yes, the container is going to have a padding of 26 from the left. Then there's a space of 36 in between the buttons. Okay, so 26 on the left, 26 here. And then this one is going to have, let's see, what did we have there? 36. So this is going to have 36. Perfect. And then this is going to be Finance inside it. And this is going to be Python. So let's go ahead and just duplicate this. One, Control D. Okay, so what we need to do now is I will go ahead and click on the first container and I will make it expandable. All right, so I make it expandable. Perfect. Then I'll give it an infinite width. Okay, then I'll go ahead and click on this particular one. I want it to be able to fit in every device. So I go ahead and give the same thing, expandable. Make it an infinite width. Okay, then the same thing to this last one. All right, so I'll make it expandable and then I give it an infinite width. So the next thing I'm going to do now is there's Finance and there's Python. So let's go ahead and click on here and change this to Finance. Okay, and then come here and change this to Python. Okay. So the next thing I need to do quickly is this one is supposed to have, let me see. So we have this, hold on, no. Okay, so we have this. We're going to have to make this container. All right, so let's see. The content padding is not available. So what we're going to do is maybe we will try to give some padding inside here. This is not going to give us exactly what we need actually. So let's see. Click to open this and click on the row. And okay, so the text is supposed to expand, but now it doesn't have infinite width and we can't be saying infinite size. Okay, so it says the auto size. Okay, and let's see. Okay, now this is actually not the way I want it to be. So what I'm gonna do is I will take this off and I'll just fix the width for this one. So this is going to be 119, right? No, let's see, what was the dimension? This is 119, right? Yes, 119. Okay, so why do we have okay, this is it. Okay, perfect. Now we have it like this. Okay, so I'll click on this and then adjust this 16 padding from the top. So we have 16 padding from the top. And then the next thing that we need to do is duplicate it and have some things below. So I'll go ahead and click on this and say Control D, and then we're going to now adjust the things that are inside here. This is 89 and the content is programming. So I'll come over here, change the content to programming, and come over here and change the container to 89. Okay, so we have 89. And then here we need to have Swift and Vue.js and React.js. So let's say Swift, let's say Swift, Vue.js, Vue JavaScript, and the last one is here, React.js. Okay, so we now have React.js. So we say React.js. Okay, so we can now give it some padding from the left. Okay, so actually the spacing in between here is quite different. It's 15. All right, so the padding on the right here, okay, just 15. Let's say this is gonna be 62, right? Yes. So we would say 62 here, right? 62. Let's click on this and say 15. All right, so 15. Okay, now that didn't work. 15. And then here it's going to be 15 as well. Okay, so the last one is not showing. Okay, so we need to take this off. Okay, and okay, so let's take this off to be 15, and here we just say maybe 15 as well. Okay, so something like that. Then here we can just go ahead and do the same thing and say 15. Okay, so we have something working here. All right, so we have this, and then now we're going to put these and then replicate this. We already have this somewhere else, so it's gonna be easy peasy. Let's come over here to auto profile. No. Let's come here to user profile. No. Dashboard. There you go. So I'll click on this and Control C to copy it. Go to search courses, click on the column and paste it. And then go to auto profile. And I need to copy all of this, right? Yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy just one. Click on this. Look at where it is. All right, this is it. And Control C to copy it. Click to go to search course and click on column and paste it. So like that, we already have this, and we can paste a couple of them. Control V, Control V, Control V. There you go. And then now we can go ahead and put this at the last part. So here, what we need to do is go ahead and create. We need to just go ahead and bring this up. Now let's download this. Okay, let's download this. Let's click on this and preview. Just export it. So it's actually going to be a zip file, right? So let's come over here, go to, was it auto profile? No. User profile, that's yes. Okay, so copy here, Control C, go to search course and click on the column, click to close it again, right click, wrap the widget in a stack, okay, so that we can paste the navigation. Okay, so now I've pasted it, but this is not gonna be here. Okay, so because that's not what is happening in this page. So we're going to have to go ahead and rearrange this a bit. Okay, so I'm going to click to open this and look for the column, click to close it. All right, and then we have this image here. Let's just push this up. I think it's in the center, so maybe here. Okay, so great. So we have this, and this. I don't know, this one is going to be the, okay, this is perfect. We just got it correct. So now all we just need to change now is this one, and we can call this explore. All right, so we can come to here and change the text to explore. Okay, so we say explore. All right, and then we can click on this, and we will click on this and make some adjustment. Let's go to downloads, and let's change from image to all files. Okay, we click this and cut it out, online learning. We go to images, paste it, and replace. So I think this would just, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. One of this is gonna really have the content of what we brought in. So not the user. Okay. CAD. Let's try to make these large icons. Base, no. What we're looking for is user, no. We need a search. We need a search icon. So let's leave here. Let's go to card. CAD. Okay, so we have some findings to do. All right, house simple, no, it can be house. Then we're gonna have search. This is gonna be it. So I think my VPN has just malfunctioned, and so it brought up that. So I'm gonna just reload this quickly. All right, so waiting for it to load up so we can get back to our course. I think I might need to reload. All right, so just waiting for a few seconds, and then we will be back up. Okay, so let's go back to the screen for our project. Okay, great. Let's go back to the screen for our project. Now, and if I click on here, I'll come over here and click this to get access to the search icon, and there you go. So with this now, we have the search icon in our application. Oh, this is the gray search icon. This is not what I got. Okay, not fair. So let's just try to explore that again and then just get it right. Okay, I did search this. I didn't find it there, and that was in the second one. Okay, let's try to see how we can get it here. Play cycle. Let's see, what is the play cycle? Play cycle is, okay, play cycle. Okay, that means it has to be here. It's not even here either. Okay, so we are going to have to find it one way or the other. Okay, so images. Okay, something has happened that has stopped us from being able to see what we brought in. Okay, so now this is, okay, we will just leave it like this for now, or preferably I would just click on the column here and add an icon quickly, since that's something familiar. So I'll just add an icon. All right, the icon is gonna be search. Okay, so let's say search, and then I'm gonna use this. I don't know the size of that. It's really big, 32. So we'll change this to 32. I think it will save me the stress. Then I will go ahead and click on this image and delete it. And Ctrl Z, I deleted the wrong image. So this is, what's happening? So this is my column, right? Open it. This is the image. Deletes the image. All right. Then click on the text and reposition it. All right. So like that, we have this. So I think this is okay for now. All right. So we have our container at this position, and pretty much okay. All right. So so far so good. We have been able to complete the explore course screen. What I want us to just do now is click on the stack, right click on it, and say wrap the widget in a container, and we're going to be saying maximum width and maximum height. All right, just so that everything can come out a little bit more nicely. You see how that is? We can click on the main column here and make it scrollable. All right, so we can make it scrollable. All right, so this is good. This is good for our business. All right, so let's go ahead and just end the lesson here and then continue in the next part. See you soon.